Ah, hello. I didn't see you there. Have you come to get a haircut from Zaya's ASMR Barbershop? Ah, wonderful. Did you have an appointment or were you just... No, just on the spot. Okay, well, that is perfectly fine. I think we should have a lot of space, especially tonight, seeing as it is very late. But it is okay that you are so late in here because we are open all night. I am the night shift worker, so I'll be taking care of you tonight. And might I just say, before we start, you have wonderful hair. You clearly take care of it very well. You're going to have to tell me your routine after the haircut. Yes, well, why don't we get you checked in, and then we will get right into the haircut, shall we? Might I just say, you do have incredible hair. When was the last time that you visited a barbershop? Ah, well, looks like you're well overdue for another cut. But not to worry, we'll get you cleaned up, and in no time, we'll have you looking spiff and slink. But before we do, could I entice you in any kind of drink? Yes. Oh, yes, we do have a unbranded random energy drink. I'm so glad that you asked for that because our selection is rather limited, I have to admit. But I am more than happy to pour you a fine glass of this wonderful energy drink, non-branded. I'll just set that right there so you can enjoy that drink. I should also mention that if you feel the inclination to fall asleep at any point during this haircut, then please do so. This is meant to relax you and to make you feel like $1 million by the end of it. So relax, enjoy your drink, sit back, and let me take care of the haircut. Let's get right into it, shall we? So, first of all, I just have to brush your hair here, just to get it nice and workable, so that I have an easier time styling it. You have very, very thick hair. It's very well kept. It's an extraordinary mane, really. I don't know how you have so much of it. I've hardly ever seen such an amount of hair in my entire life. Yes, it's very, very, very well kept, though. Perhaps we'll take my spray bottle. I'm just going to wet my brush ever so slightly. Get that in your hair. Yes. Does that feel nice? You like that? Oh, wonderful. Yes. Going to make that hair workable. And right there, right there, right there. Okay, good. Now, if you just sit back and relax, I'm going to put this cover around you. I believe I can just go ahead and put it around your neck. Maybe tuck it in your clothes. Put it right there, yes. It should just go ahead and clip on on right there. If I can get it to that right there. Perhaps we'll just leave it right there just to stay. Perfect. Okay. I do have to make sure I remember to wet your hair here. Pre-haircut, of course, because we all know that you can't work on dry hair here. So I'm just going to perfect. That is amazing, and your hair is all wetted up. Now we can get to the actual hair cutting process of the whole thing. Okay, I'm just going to... I have a couple arrays of scissors here that I will be rotating throughout, but you could feel free to tell me which one you like the best. I'm going to start rather slow. I'm just going to be working with your hair for quite a while. This is the part of the haircut where we really have to make sure that we are being precise here. We have to be very, very careful here as to not mess up your beautiful mane. So how has life been for you? How's the wife? How are the kids? What's that? You're still in high school? Well, that's kind of weird. I don't know why you're at this shop, but you are welcome anytime. You know, last week my wife decided that she would take the house and our kids as well, and half of my estate and belongings. I honestly think that I'm going to go bankrupt quite soon if I do not pull my act together. It's going to be quite rough for me, assuming that I can't fix this problem. Oh, you don't want to get married, you're saying? That is a reasonable assertion to make, considering how rough the married life can be. You do have lovely hair. It is a little unkept, and it's growing rather long, but I suppose that is the point of the haircut. I have this black pair of scissors. going to take just a little bit off the top right here. As you can see, it's growing a little bit longer on this side. We could perhaps, I guess, push this whole part back. I think I'm just going to trim both sides here. I'm going to just trim both sides. How often, am I to ask, do you brush your hair? You just said never? Well, I don't know how you get away with that. You do have beautiful hair, but never is quite absurd to me. It's important to brush your hair, you know. Otherwise it will get horribly tangled one of these days. And you won't know what to do with yourself then. I'll just use 2 scissors just to be more precise and I suppose accurate with my cutting. Yes, I suppose. How does that drink taste? Are you liking it? I do fancy that flavor, but I'm also more of a white type of guy. Not in any type of way. I like the flavor of the non-branded drink. My team of lawyers has advised me to keep it on the down low. It's coming along rather nicely. As I said, you do have an extraordinary amount of hair, so it is quite difficult to truly trim this down, but I suppose I'll try my best here. Ever considered getting a buzz cut? I know I don't think it would look very good on you particularly, but I've heard the benefits can be incredibly overwhelming, even life-changing at times. That is to say, in a bad way. I think it's much better to have a respectable mane of hair rather than a buzz cut, but I suppose to each their own, right? We're almost about done with the haircut itself. It was going rather swiftly. I say you are doing an excellent job. Thank you for sitting still. You are looking a bit tired, but I'll remind you, it is completely okay to doze off. In fact, that is the goal here at Zeha's ASMR Barbershop. Now, I think that we should probably move on to another thing, which is this hot steaming towel. Now, I find that this always feels good after a cut, and since you are such an esteemed guest here, I figure I'll give you the premium treatment of the hot towel after the cut. It's enjoyable, of course. Just feel the warm towel on your face. Good, good. Let that steam take over for a second. Does that feel particularly good? Okay. I figure part of our premium spa treatment is, of course, a facial massage. So allow me to just gently massage you on your face. Allow me to just relax you with this gentle face massage. You do have soft skin, by the way. I can tell you obviously moisturize. Good for you. That is wonderful. You've done very well. You've sat still for a long time. I know it can be tough, but you're doing a great job. You need to just relax you. That is the facial massage portion of this. Now, I figured the next thing we can do is, I have these beard trimmers here, and I'm just going to trim your beard up just to make it a little more manageable for me to properly shave in a second. But for now, we need to trim that crazy mane of yours. So I'm just going to get in nice and close here. Yes, right there, right there. Okay, perfect. How long have you been letting that thing grow out? 17 years? Goodness. The next thing I'm going to do is apply some of this shaving cream onto you, and then we'll get a nice proper shave of your beard. I find that this is a very relaxing process whenever I myself get a cut. You probably can't tell, but I can grow quite a crazy beard if I try. I'm just going to take this and apply it into my bowl. Perfect. I'll take our brush here and just try to foam that up. Yes, that is nice, isn't it? That is nice. Okay, we're just going to put some of that on your beard here. Yes, I'm going to apply that on here, right like there. Stay still for me as I apply this shaving cream. Yes, perfect, perfect. Yes, perfect. Great job. Now, I'm going to take this razor and just, if you could just hold still for me while I, yes, perfect. Hold still for me. Hold still for me. Perfect. Good job. Perfect. You do have quite a luxurious mane, I might say, even after the trimmers. I'm going to keep going here. There's still a little bit left. Perfect. I'm going to apply a little more here. Right there. Yes. Good. Great. Good job. Here we go. The razor. Stay still for me. Stay still for me. Perfect. Good job. Stay still for a little longer, will you? Yeah, perfect. Good. Perfect. Now, you've done so well throughout this whole thing. I do say you have done a quite fantastic job, but I do have to get that residue off you, so we're going to do a nice cold towel here, and we're just going to rough up the certain parts of that. I'm just going to clean you up here. Dab in your face a little bit. Yes, perfect. That is perfect. You are looking spiffy, might I add. You are looking quite good. Now, there are a couple more things that I would like to do before this appointment is over, and it is the hairstyle. So allow me to, if you would, we're going to give you a little bit of hairstyling, so allow me to just wet my comb here. Yes. And we're just going to try and achieve some style here. Push that out of the way. Raise this up. Yes. Perfect. I'm going to push this around. Layer that up. Perfect. Okay. My dear friend, you have done so fantastic sitting here. And might I add, you truly do look like $1 million. I'm so glad that you chose to come visit us at Zaya's ASMR Haircut Barbershop. Do come again at some point, as we are always open at the late hours. I hope you enjoyed this cut, and I hope that you were able to relax, maybe even doze off ever so slightly. Have yourself an incredible night, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, fellow.